Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Florida Atlantic Owls. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. Testing the right side here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He'll hand it off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, great job by this defense on this 2nd down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the running back takes the handoff. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Boy, good tough running here by Air Force to be able to pick up the 1st down. It's a lot tougher to move the ball down the field when you don't have that passing game. But Air Force always shows the ability to be able to execute and pick up big yards.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Now here's the toss play. Fights through the tackler. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap. He turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Out past the 30. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. They're going to run it here. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, FAU. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the Falcons' offense is on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the catch downfield. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Ball handed off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Gets some space around the 30. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the point after is right down the middle. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The offense behind the 6, off schedule there after the first down play. To throw, it's Bryant. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Catch made on the right side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. An inside deals now from the shotgun. They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long. The punt team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Choosing to return the punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's going to take off. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught quickly. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. As a design quarterback keeper. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You've got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. The Falcons pick up enough yardage to get a first down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. The back's got it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. And the Falcons looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll hand it off. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. The shotgun handoff here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Bryant. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time,
and he lofts it toward the sideline. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Fights through a tackle. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game. Where he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
Same tailback, another carry. Physical run earns the first down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. No chance to catch him. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Lets it go. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back. It's Bryant. Bringing pressure. He's escaping the pocket now. Catch is made way down inside the 30. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. And he's brought down, sacked. Excellent way for the defense to end this first half with momentum. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. He's on the run, launches deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Toss play to the outside. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
This is just a great job by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Seeing a weakness from the defense, taking advantage of a lack of numbers, using the design QB run, and putting 6 on the board.
Automatic with the PAT. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. Hands it off on the counter. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And tackled after a small pickup there. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
The Falcons trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Wide receiver gets a shot on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. The run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And that is just a great job by this defense on 3rd down. Getting penetration, they come up with a loss. Now, it's a big decision. 4th down, as an offensive coordinator, you've been going backwards. What do you call?
And it's good, right down the middle. And they add to their lead. After another score to punctuate this offensive performance, they'll just kick it away and let the defense close it out. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How impressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Gets into space at the 50. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Well, they trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision. Picks up some big yards for that first down. Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
To the air, it's Bryant. Quick throw over the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. First and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And there's the point after. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
To the air, it's Bryant. Launching one to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Here we go. Yep.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Well, down lead in this football game by more than a possession. They obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. You're late in the game, you got the lead, you got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. A strong game by this quarterback.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And we get set now to try the PAT. And the extra point makes the lead 20 in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here.
6-9-1, Gators score.
And the sophomore has got him for a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync.
Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
The offense has a big play here, but they only put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. They line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
21.
And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Falcons' offense is on the field now. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 2nd down here. Motion now from the tight end. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
The sure hands, it's Becker. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. So second down after the incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, FAU. This offense really clicking.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves a little bit of time. And now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And the single back takes the handoff. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short in the 27. Can he make it to the marker? Some hard running there through a tackle. And the Falcons pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.